University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, two more teams are attempting to clear the first of several hurdles that stand between them and the title of series champions. Whichever team wins tonight will earn themselves a place in the second round, and the losers could get a chance to play again if their total is among the 4 highest losing scores in the entire first round. Leicester University were the first series champions back in 1962, and tonight's team quite rightly reckon they've rested on their laurels a little too long. It was founded as Leicester and Rutland University College in 1921 on land donated by a local manufacturer and philanthropist, Thomas Fielding Johnson, to serve as a living memorial to the dead of the First World War. It became a university in its own right in 1957. Alumni include the novelists C.P. Snow and Malcolm Bradbury. Its staff include Professor Sir Alec Jeffreys, the inventor of genetic fingerprinting, and the team who recently discovered the remains of Richard III under a city centre car park. With an average age of 31, representing around 17,000 students, let's meet the Leicester team.
Hi, I'm John O'Doherty, originally from Portsmouth, and I'm studying medicine.
Hello, I'm Adam Brown. I'm originally from Solihull, and I'm currently studying towards a PhD in mechanical engineering.
This is their captain.
Hello, I'm Robert Greenhill. I'm from Leicester, and I'm studying humanities and arts.
Hello, my name's Nidal Abdul Nasser Mohammed Khalil Mahmoud Al Masri, and I'm also from Leicester, and I'm reading history.
Now, the team from the Open University are one up on their opponents tonight, having been series champions twice in the past, or the institution at least, in 1984 and 1999. It was born out of Harold Wilson's vision of a University of the Air, and on becoming Prime Minister in 1964, he appointed his Arts Minister, Jenny Lee, to make it a reality. The first students enrolled in 1971. Since then, it's grown to be the UK's largest institution in terms of student numbers, now having over 250,000. Alumni include the actresses Julie Christie and Sheila Hancock, Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees and the comedian and actor Lenny Henry. Those who've taught there include Gordon Brown and Glenda Jackson and the broadcaster Anna Ford. Tonight's team say their strengths are knitting and red wine, whilst admitting that red wine is also one of their weaknesses. With an average age of 40, let's meet them.
Hello, my name is Danielle Gibney. I'm originally from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and I'm studying social sciences.
Hello, my name's Stuart Taylor, originally from Stratford-upon-Avon, and I'm studying development management.
And their captain?
Hello, I'm Lynn Jones. I'm a local lass from Bolton in Lancashire, and I'm studying languages and history.
Hi, my name's Kate Law. I live in Sutherland in the Scottish Highlands, and I'm reading engineering.
OK, it's too tedious to recite the rules, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Originally defined as the population of able-bodied men above the age of 15 in a county whom the sheriff may summon to repress a riot or pursue felons, what short term derives from a Latin phrase meaning to be able to have an armed...
Open Gibney.
Posse.
Posse is correct, yes. Posse comitatus. So, these bonuses, the first set, are on coal, Open University. From the Greek for coal, what term denotes hard coal of high carbon content that burns with little flame or smoke?
I think that produces smoke.
Sorry?
I think that produces smoke.
It's not like anthracite,
Anthracite. Anthracite.
Correct. Referring to a black, viscous mixture of hydrocarbons, what adjective describes the most abundant form of coal with a wide range of commercial uses?
No.
It's bituminous coal. And from the Latin for wood, finally, what term denotes coal of low energy density midway between subbituminous coal and peat? It's generally brownish in colour.
I can only think of coke.
No, it's not coke.
Lignin, no, that's Greek, isn't it? For wood.
Oh, go for it.
Lignin? Lignite. Lignite.
Lignite is correct, yes. 10 points for this. The Amati family were makers of what musical instruments? In the mid-16th century, Andrea Amati developed an early standard form of the instrument in Cremona, and his...
Leicester Greenhill.
Violin.
Correct. You're off the mark. Your bonuses are on homophones. In each case, give the single pronunciation shared by both the words described. Firstly, the vegetable Allium porrum and a path between isolated parts of a circuit with reduced resistance, allowing small currents to flow.
Leek.
Leek is correct. Secondly, a root vegetable with high levels of provitamin A and an inverted V shape used in proofreading to indicate where something should be inserted. In Latin, the word means it is lacking.
Carrot.
Correct. A beet with dark green leaves, thirdly, and succulent stalks that are often cooked as a vegetable, and an adjective meaning burnt.
I was going to say okra. No.
We don't know.
It's chard. 10 points for this. The Danish physician Niels Finsen gives his name to a unit that measures the intensity of rays in which band of the electromagnetic spectrum. He received the 1903 Nobel Prize for their application in the treatment of skin diseases.
Open Gibney.
Infrared.
Anyone like to buzz from Leicester?
Leicester Brown.
Ultraviolet.
Correct. Your bonuses, Leicester, are on diseases of trees using information from the Forestry Commission website. In each case, give the scientific or the common name of the genus or species affected. Firstly, DNB, or red band needle blight. It's caused by a fungus and affects conifers, in particular those of which genus?
What's that?
That's a good show. Yeah, that's a good genus, isn't it?
Pine.
Correct. Cryphonectria parasitica is a fungus that has caused severe epidemics, resulting in the widespread loss of which tree, noted for its edible seed used in cooking or to make flour?
Edible seed. Okay. Almond seed.
Nominato Doherty.
Almond.
No, it's chestnut, the sweet or Spanish chestnut. The fungus Callara fraxinia is the cause of a serious disease known as dieback that affects which common species of deciduous tree?
Ash.
Correct. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a map of part of the UK on which is highlighted a lake formed by glaciation. 10 points if you can name the lake.
Open Jones.
Ullswater.
Well done. These bonuses could give you the lead. They are more maps featuring inland bodies of water formed by glaciation. Give the name of the lake in each case. Firstly, for 5.
Conway? No.
Is it near Betsy Coed?
It's near Betsy Coed.
So,
Vrimway.
Coed water. I don't know.
Lake Vrimway.
No, that's an artificial lake. It's Bala Lake. Secondly,
That's Loch Ness.
Oh, yes, Loch Ness. Loch Ness.
Yeah.
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness is correct, yes. And finally, this one, please.
Scotland. Scotland. Is it Loch Lomond?
It could be, actually, because it's quite far down.
Lomond? Lomond.
It is Loch Lomond, yes. 10 points at stake for this. Born in County Kilkenny in 1761, the architect James Hoban is best known for the design of which neoclassical building, known until 1902 as the Executive Mansion?
Leicester Brown.
The White House.
Correct. These bonuses are on a novelist, Leicester. The Arrow of God and A Man of the People are works by which Nigerian novelist who died in 2013?
Chinua Achebe.
Correct. Referring to a short novel of 1899, Achebe criticised which author for turning the African continent into a metaphysical battlefield devoid of all recognisable humanity?
Joseph Conrad.
Correct, Heart of Darkness. First published in 1960, Achebe's novel No Longer at Ease takes its title from lines in The Journey of the Magi by which poet?
T.S. Eliot.
Correct. 10 points for this. Used figuratively for a concluding event or remark, what term was originally used in music to signify a passage introduced after the completion of the essential parts of a movement to form a definite and satisfactory conclusion?
Leicester Greenhill.
Coda.
Correct. You get a set of bonuses this time on ballets with music by Stravinsky. Firstly, which ballet opens with the birth of the eponymous Greek god and depicts his coming of age under the tutelage of the three muses?
Yeah, that's it.
Apollo.
Correct. Depicting a 19th century wedding, what is the French title of the 1923 ballet, the score of which consists of vocal parts accompanied by two groups of percussion, one tuned and one untuned?
Ballet, something around the ballet. Concrete.
We don't know.
That's Les Noces. And finally, the eponymous hero, a Moor and a ballerina, are the three puppets embroiled in a love triangle in which ballet?
Petrushka.
Correct. 10 points for this. Which figure from Greek mythology features as a hologram and watermark on a new €5 note issued by the European Central Bank in 2013? She was a noble Phoenician woman who bore sons, including Minos of Crete, having been...
Leicester Masri.
Europa.
Correct. Right, these bonuses, Leicester, are on books about economics. Firstly, for 5 points, subtitled A Rogue Economist Explores the Hidden Side of Everything. What's the title of the 2005 bestseller by Steve Levitt and Stephen Dubner?
Nominato Doherty.
Freakonomics.
Freakonomics is right. The title of which 2007 work by Nassim Taleb has come to be used colloquially to mean an unexpected and rare occurrence?
Once involved, I don't know.
Quite recent, 2007.
We don't know.
That's Black Swan. How Do We Fix This Mess is a 2012 work about the global economic crisis, co-written by Lawrence Knight and which journalist? In 2013, he became the economics editor for BBC News.
Robert Peston.
Correct. 10 points for this. First isolated in 1783 by charcoal reduction of the oxide derived from the mineral wolframite, which metallic element has...
Leicester O'Doherty.
Tungsten.
Correct. These bonuses are on the nervous system, Leicester. What general term denotes substances released from synaptic vesicles which bind to the postsynaptic membrane and elicit a response?
Nominato Doherty.
Neurotransmitter.
Correct. What is the neurotransmitter at neuromuscular junctions of the autonomic motor system?
Nominato Doherty.
Acetylcholine.
Correct. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. For what do the letters GABA stand?
Nominato Doherty.
Gamma aminobutyric acid.
Correct. We're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can name the artist.
Open Law.
Rod Stewart.
It is Rod Stewart, yes. You look rather embarrassed to know that. His Young Turks featured on the soundtrack to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, one of several Scottish associations in the series that pay tribute to the game's origins in Dundee. For your bonuses, 3 more Scottish artists or bands that have featured in the soundtracks of the Grand Theft Auto series. Firstly, for 5, this band.
I don't want a lover, I just need a friend. I don't want a lover.
Texas.
Correct. Secondly, the artist and composer of this song, please.
Jerry Rafferty. Jerry Rafferty. That's Jerry Rafferty.
It is indeed. And finally, this band.
Wet, wet, wet.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this. Anthony Brown, Quentin Blake and Jacqueline Wilson have all held which title? The
Open law.
Children's Laureate.
Correct. Your bonuses are on the Languages of London Open University according to the 2011 census. In each case, name the language from the description. Firstly, which Cushitic language is the most spoken African main language in London with around 55,000 speakers?
African.
I suppose it's either around Nigeria or around the whole of Africa.
Nigerian.
So either Nigeria or Sudan.
That's a try.
Just try Nigerian unless we know
Nigerian. Nigerian.
No, it's Somali. Two South Asian main languages have more than 100,000 speakers. One is Bengali. What's the other? It was the first language of Mahatma Gandhi.
Punjabi. Hindi.
Hindi? Or Urdu?
Urdu. Punjabi.
Punjab.
Yeah, I would say
I
there's more.
think Punjabi.
Yeah.
Punjabi.
No, it's Gujarati. Which West Slavic language is the most spoken main language after English with more than 140,000 speakers?
Polish.
Polish is correct. 10 points for this. Since 2011, the graphic novelist Guy Delisle and the chefs Yotam Ottolenghi and Sami Tamimi and the historian Simon Sebag Montefiore have all published books whose title...
Open Jones.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is correct, yes. These bonuses are on Geology Open University. Its name meaning new animal life, which is the most recent of the three Phanerozoic eras?
Neolithic.
I think if it's in the Cenozoic, then the earliest one is the Permian. So I don't know. I guess Neo.
Nominate Taylor.
Neocene. No.
No, it's the Cenozoic. During the Cenozoic era, which ancient ocean between the continents of Gondwana and Laurasia closed as a result of continental collision?
Indian Ocean?
No, it's...
No, because it's now closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I've no idea.
No.
Paleo-Atlantic, I don't know.
No.
No, I don't know.
No, sorry.
It's the Tethys Ocean. The Cenozoic era began with the extinction of non-avian dinosaurs. What class of animals proliferated after that event?
Mammals.
Correct. 10 points for this. Nagapai, night ape and galago are alternative names for a tree-dwelling primate native to Africa and known by what common name, thought to refer either to its appearance or cry?
Open Taylor.
The ii?
No.
Leicester O'Doherty.
Bush babies.
Correct. This set of bonuses, Leicester, are on columns. Which marble column in Rome was erected in the 2nd century by the emperor after whom it's named to commemorate his campaigns in Dacia?
Trajan's column.
Correct. Built in imitation of Trajan's column, the statue of Napoleon on the column of the Place Vendôme was toppled during which uprising of 1871?
Paris Communards.
The Paris Commune is correct, yes, by the Communards, I think. Trajan's column and the column of the Place Vendôme are examples of which architectural style, the simplest of the 5 classical orders?
Doric.
Correct. 10 points for this. The helix, tragus, triangular fossa and
Leicester O'Doherty.
Ear.
Ear is correct, yes. These bonuses, Leicester, are on Latin legal terms, meaning at first sight. What two-word phrase is used of a case in which a conclusion is indicated but not necessarily proved from the appearance of things?
Prima facie.
Correct. Meaning by this very fact, what Latin term is used to signify a consequence that is the inevitable result of an act?
Ipso facto.
Correct. And finally, referring to actions, methods or processes that are particular to one person, what phrase is often abbreviated to MO?
Modus operandi.
That's correct. We're going to take a second picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a photograph of a well-known British figure. For 10 points, I simply want his name.
Leicester Greenhill.
Edward Heath.
It is Edward Heath at the helm of one of his yachts. One of his hobbies was yachting and conducting orchestras extremely badly. For your bonuses, you'll see 3 US presidents engaged in extracurricular activities. 5 points for each president you can name. Firstly,
It's Dwight Eisenhower.
it is indeed painting. Secondly,
That's Harry Truman.
it is. And finally,
That looks like a young George Bush, Senior.
it is George H.W. Bush, yes. 10 points for this. Who scored 9 goals in the 1984 European Championship Finals tournament won by the French team of which...
Open Taylor.
Is it Platini?
It is Platini, yes. These bonuses, Open University, are on geography. Around 30 kilometres long, which narrow stretch of gravel and shingle runs along the Dorset coast, sheltering the town of Weymouth?
Chesil Beach.
Correct. Chesil Beach is connected to which island? Its quarries provided limestone for St Paul's Cathedral.
Portland.
Correct. The area around Chesil Beach has been identified as the setting for which story of smuggling by John Mead Faulkner, published in 1898? Come on.
No, sorry.
It's Moonfleet. 10 points for this. Answer clearly and audibly as soon as your name is called. What word is spelt by concatenating the silent letters in the words sword, business and autumn?
Open law.
Win.
Yes. Your bonuses are on scientific terms. All begin with the same Greek prefix. Give each term, please, from the definition. A conic section, firstly, formed by the intersection of a plane with both halves of a double cone.
It isn't a tangent. That's all that comes to mind.
Tangent.
No, it's a hyperbola. Secondly, a term used in biology to describe a solution of higher osmotic pressure than another.
Hypertonic.
Hypertonic.
Correct. In medicine, a term denoting abnormally high blood pressure in humans.
Hypertension.
Correct. It was about 5 minutes ago. And here's another starter question. Which clear, colourless liquid has the chemical formula CHCl3? The Scottish physician, Sir James Simpson.
Open Gibney.
Chloroform.
Correct, yes. Your bonuses this time are on German cities. In each case, give the federal state in which the following are located. You can give their English or their German name. Firstly, Cologne, Dortmund and Essen.
Westfalen. Nordrhein-Westfalen, yeah.
Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Correct. Secondly, Leipzig, Chemnitz and Zwickau.
Are they in the east? Are they?
Saxony.
If it's far east, it could be Saxony, or it could be Saxony. Holt. So there are 3 states called Saxony.
Come on.
Saxony.
Correct. Finally, Nuremberg, Regensburg and Augsburg.
Bavaria.
Bavaria.
Bavaria is correct. 4 minutes to go. 10 points for this. Listen carefully. Give both answers as soon as your name is called. Name the 2 men who were Prime Minister at the accession of Queen Victoria and at her death.
Open Taylor.
Melbourne and Salisbury.
Correct. Your bonuses are on astronomy now, Open University. In 2010, the astronomer Mark Thompson suggested that the appearance of the Star of Bethlehem may have been caused by conjunctions involving the star Regulus and which planet?
Venus. Venus is very bright. Venus?
Unless they were expecting Venus. And so it was something else. Oh,
Venus?
No, it's Jupiter. Regulus is the brightest star in which constellation lying in the northern sky between Cancer and Virgo?
Leo.
Eo.
No, Leo.
Leo.
I think you misheard it.
Yes, I did.
No, I can't accept that. It's Leo. And finally, having its point of apparent origin in Leo, the Leonids meteor shower reaches a peak in which month?
August.
I think... Is it August or September?
I think August.
August.
No, it's November. Yeah. 10 points for this. Which city on the Atlantic coast of Africa is generally said to be the most populous Portuguese-speaking capital in the world, ahead of Brasilia, Maputo and Lisbon?
Open Gibney.
Dakar.
Nope.
Leicester Brown.
Luanda.
Luanda is correct, yes. Leicester, your bonuses are on French artists. In each case, listen to the two names and give the unique full decade of the 19th century during which both were alive. First, Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres and Pierre-Auguste Renoir.
When was Renoir?
1850s.
Correct. Secondly, Edouard Manet and Henri Matisse.
Yeah. That's what yes, it's 80s, 70s or 80s.
Come on, let's have it, please.
1870s.
Correct. Finally, Paul Cézanne and Georges Braque.
That could be 80s and 90s.
1890s.
Correct. Well done. 10 points for this. In ancient Greek theatre, what name was given to the circular or semicircular area in which the chorus would dance? It has since come to mean a large and specific group of musicians.
Open Jones.
Orchestra.
Correct. Your bonuses are on Roman Britain. In each case, give the present-day name of the following settlements. All three names have the same suffix. Firstly, for 5 points, Camulodunum, the first Roman colony in Britain, founded in AD 49.
Colchester. Colchester.
Correct. Second, Venta Belgarum, later an Anglo-Saxon capital.
Winchester. Winchester.
Correct. Finally, Dunovaria, situated close to the hill fort Maiden Castle.
Dorchester.
Correct. 10 points for this. Judging whether life is or is not worth living amounts to answering the fundamental question of philosophy. Which French thinker makes that statement in the 1942 work, The Myth of...
Open Taylor.
Sartre.
No, you lose 5 points. The Myth of Sisyphus.
Leicester Greenhill.
Camus.
Albert Camus is correct. You get a set of bonuses this time on the Mitford sisters. Which of the Mitford sisters wrote of her upbringing and eccentric family in the 1960 work Ons and Rebels, and 3 years earlier published The American Way of Death? Come on, let's have it, please.
Jessica.
Correct. Unity. And that's gone. The Open University have 190, Leicester have 245. Well, it's a pretty good game, quite a high-scoring game, and Open University, I think I'd take a small wager that you'll be coming back as one of the highest-scoring losing teams. Congratulations to you, Leicester. You certainly go through to the second round. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match, but until then, it's goodbye from the Open University.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Leicester University.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.